welcome. We're back here down at the corner with your Almond Delights. And this week, we will begin our read of The Kingdom by yours truly, Mr. McShakie. You guys go over to Amazon.com and download your books today or purchase the paperback, whichever one you decide. But go over also to his YouTube channel, McShakie Live, and subscribe. You guys check the description box below for all of the links that you will need to download your book as well as to subscribe to his channel. Also go over to Instagram.com and follow him there. Y'all, we about to start reading. Let's see what it's gonna be about. Get your mugs and sip slow. We over here reading, y'all. Hello. Hey y'all, it's your girl Almond Brown 09. Welcome back to another episode of the Almond Delights Reading Corner, honey. We are back for another read of The Kingdom, honey, by yours truly, Mr. McShakie. Whew, I know it's a whole lot of going on, but I hope you guys have enjoyed your weekend. I hope you guys that if this is your weekend coming up, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. But we are going to get started on our read. Thank you all for coming in. Shout out to the members, honey, and shout out to McShakie for still allowing us to read this book, honey. If you do not know what is going on right now, I don't know what to tell you. So we do know Marlon got busy with Athena, honey. They did the thing. He did the thing. He did the same thing on her or whatnot. You know, he gave her the business with his mouth or whatever. But, you know, he did that. But now Marlon is trying to kill Buster. And we know Buster is Athena's right-hand man. But that's also their cousin. Child, and then they end up giving it to Eddie. We know Eddie was blackmailing Artemis, all other kind of stuff. But if you did not listen to the last read, I ain't gonna give y'all everything. So go back to the 7th read because we on the 8th one. But I hope you guys do enjoy this read. We are on chapter 16, and of course, it's about that time for my neighbors to be stomping very heavily. Yeah. So if you hear anything, just act like you didn't, child, because I ain't got time. I ain't got that on time, okay? But anyways, we're gonna start on chapter 16, honey. Welcome, everyone coming in, honey. We over here reading, y'all. Chapter 16. Are you positive you don't want me to come sit with you until your plane takes off? Asked Apollo. They were at the passenger pickup area of the New Orleans Armstrong International Airport in Ares' Lamborghini. Nah, began Artemis. It's late and has been a long night, Ares. I already feel guilty about what happened. I wouldn't want to keep you from making one young chica your victim. Apollo laughed. He had Artemis fooled. She accepted that he was Ares, and she had known Ares all her life. He felt more confident about pulling the switch off because he felt if he could fool Artemis, everyone else should be easy. Oh, Ares, Artemis said, interrupting his thoughts. I'm glad that you and Athena are putting all that bullshit beef aside. Skirt. Disclaimer. There will be cussing in this video and some other things along with that. So heavy on the disclaimer. There will be cussing. I know I'm only y'all half sister, but along with the Donnies, we all are all we have. I know Dad gets loco sometimes, but I wish we could all be together like when we were kids. Tonight made me realize life is short, and I don't know what I'll do without you all. Artemis, I feel like I'm a new man. I'm so excited that I'm part of this family. Right now, nothing means more to me. So what I need for you to do is be careful and be safe. New York is an amazing city. A lot of fun with much to do. A lot of trouble to get into. Me? Get into trouble? Artemis asked jokingly. Even you, Apollo smiled. New York is one of the greatest cities in the world. I love it there. Apollo reminisced on how he used to visit New York as it turns right across the river from where he grew up. Aries, how do you love it? You've never been there. Artemis said as she got her bags from the back of the Lambo. Yeah, I've read about it. Apollo replied nervously, hoping that Artemis accepted the reason. Yeah, well, Hermano Grande, I'm gonna miss you, but I'll be back soon, said Artemis as she got out of the car with her bags. Take care, Artemis, Apollo replied. She blew him a kiss as he sped off, exiting the passenger drop-off area. hmm Artemis entered the Delta First Class Lounge and took a seat. She thought about how strange Aries had been acting lately. She knew that Aries and Athena were natural oil and water. She brushed her feelings about it off, chalking it up to being shook up over Eddie's execution. Artemis knew full well what her family did for a living. She was used to hearing the legendary stories of her father and uncles and knew about the many bodies that the Kings were responsible for over the years. She was hysterical at first, but death came with the territory of being a mafia princess and being a king. So she quickly got her bearings and focused on what lay ahead of her. It was nearly 8 in the morning, and only a few minutes before she boarded. The sun was beginning to shine through the massive and spotless glass windows. The airport wasn't very busy yet, and besides, the janitorial crews, there were only a handful of passengers. She just happened to look up at the bank of televisions on the wall. The glare from the sun almost caused her to miss the picture flash on the screen. It looked exactly like Aries. She immediately paid attention to the news flash. That's right, Nancy. Police report that accused the killer, Apollo Robinson, was not cooperating at this time. A search of his apartment found personal items belonging to the first victim, Janelle LaRue, as well as inside his apartment was a deceased body of a female victim whose name has not yet been released. That same search found a firearm believed to have been used in at least one of the murders and registered to the accused. Apollo Robinson is accused of killing his co-worker and was wanted by police, but is now facing an additional murder charge. He was a person of interest for several days. However, a Crime Stoppers tip alerted police that he had returned to his apartment. He was arrested this morning without incident. Neighbors say he had just moved in, but seemed nice. This morning, they were glad police got him off the streets. I'm Liz Reyes, WVUE News. Aries' jaw dropped. The picture she was seeing was not of her brother, but of the bank manager she met the other day. The same name Athena told her to forget. Something ain't right. This is too coincidental, Artemis thought to herself. At that moment, she got an email alert about her bank accounts on her smartphone. She put up her bank's app and checked her account. Her balance was $176,314.18. Athena had made good on her word. Artemis had access to her money. She closed her bank app and pulled up the picture of Apollo she had taken the other day. She looked at it. She didn't think the nerdy bank manager could be a killer, let alone a double murderer. She had to admit how eerily he looked like her brother. She also remembered her deal with Athena. She deleted the picture and tried to put the whole thing out of her mind. Detective Horton was a 15-year veteran of the New Orleans Police Department. He had 9 in the busy homicide division and was known as the neutral rat among his colleagues. He prided himself on being able to get some of the most notorious killers in New Orleans to confess. He did not understand why this Apollo Robinson was being so adamant about not being who he was. We've got Janelle's purse in your apartment. We've got the murder weapon. We've got you asleep with the dead hooker's body. A witness has identified you as the last person Janelle was with. This case is open and shut. Why don't you just tell me why you did it? Said Detective Horton. Nigga, who nigga, do you know who the fuck I am? I keep telling your Teletubby looking ass, I don't know nothing about that shit you talking about. I'm not no fucking Apollo Robinson. I'm Aries motherfucking King. Aries growled. They were in the New Orleans Police Department's second district interview room. Aries was chained to the steel chair while Detective Horton interviewed him. The interrogation was being recorded and witnessed by other detectives and officers through a one-way glass. Tasha had already identified him as Aries King through a lineup and signed in affidavit stating that he was the person Janelle went on a date with the last time she was seen alive. Apollo, Apollo, we can play this game all day. I know you worked at the bank with Janelle. You're not a filthy rich playboy. Besides that, we contacted the King family and thousands witnessed Aries King give a speech at the time of your arrest. Your arrest. That's impossible. I'm being set up. I didn't make any fucking speech last night, yelled Aries. One of the witnesses is the mayor. Fuck this shit. I don't know any fucking Janelle, and I didn't kill no prostitute. And for the last fucking time, my name is Aries. Aries King. Listen, Apollo. You can pretend to be whomever you want, but the fact remains that we've got evidence and it's mounting. First degree murder carries a death penalty. And the way the governor is executing people, you think lethal injections were on sale. Now, you can make it easy on yourself right here, right now, if you confess. I can talk to the DA and probably get him to agree to life. Fuck you, fuck the DA, and fuck the motherfucking governor. In fact, fuck all y'all, Aries said, pointing to the glass. I ain't confessing the shit. The NOPD is so fucking smart, they can't even get my name right. So, fuck your confession, bitch ass nigga. This shit is over. I want my fucking lawyer. Detective Horton nodded. That's all you had to say, Mr. Robinson. He got up and motioned for the sheriff's deputy to enter. I'm charging him with 2 counts of first degree murder. I'll have the paperwork faxed over. What about my call to my attorney? Aries snapped. Oh, you'll get the call, but only after you're booked into the Orleans Parish prison. Now get this scumbag out of here, Horton ordered the deputies. I will never forget this. I put this on my dead mother that you will regret the day you fuck with me, Aries said, eyeing Detective Horton, his hazel eyes glaring. Detective Horton felt a chill go through his body. In all his years, he had never experienced a feel like the one he was getting from the man who sat chained in front of him. Get this asshole out of my face, he ordered, and then the deputies proceeded to take Aries out of the interview room. Buster, the apartment is spick and span. I have inspected it myself. There's absolutely no evidence that anything ever happened, said Vanessa. She and Buster were parked in an unmarked van around the corner from Eddie's apartment complex. Vanessa had been ordered to set the complex on fire and make it appear accidental. She didn't see the sense of it, however. Ness, since when did you start questioning orders? Asked Buster. He was slightly aggravated. He had been up all night and desperately needed some sleep. Since when do I get ordered to kill several innocent people? If I burn down this complex, I'm putting people's lives in jeopardy who don't deserve it. Innocent people. Vanessa, it's Athena's order. She has her reasons. You get paid to follow, not question. What are you tripping off? I'm grooming you to be a general, but you got to start out a soldier, Buster explained. You all right. My fault, Vanessa said. She got out of the van with a backpack full of equipment. She had everything she needed to tend the housing complex to Kingdom Come. You straight, Ness? Buster called out to her. He looked at her as a daughter, and maybe because of the girl he once had his way with, a crime he himself regretted their relationship was solid and knew when something was bothering her. He was immensely proud of her. She was solid, smart, and ruthless, and he knew she would someday be something great. I'm good, Buster. After it's done, I'll take a walk and catch the bus home, so you can take off if you want to get some sleep, she said while walking up the street toward the apartment. Buster knew Vanessa was a little mad, and that's why she wanted to catch the bus home, but there was no way he was going to leave her. He didn't roll like that. He lit a cool cigarette and took a long puff. As he exhaled, he felt a steel next to his temple. Don't move, the voice said. Buster looked in the rearview mirror. He didn't move, but he did get a visual and recognized the face. It was the man Athena and Ares were talking to at the party. Slowly put the van in drive and make a left, Marlin ordered. Buster did as he was told. He was considered an original gangster and had been in the gang for years. Being seasoned, he knew what he was heading for. This was not a robbery because his assailant didn't bother with concealing his identity, and Buster recognized that immediately. Buster remained silent. He had gotten caught slipping, and he realized his time was up. He drove on, turned off the street, and pulled into the area behind that shopping center, Marlin instructed. Buster complied. He was slightly nervous, but appeared calm as he surveyed the deserted area they had arrived to. It was the back of a shopping center that had faced the canal. On one side was woods and shrubbery. On the other side was a concrete wall. No soul in sight. Perfect for a murder. Say, OG, most niggas will be pleading for their lives, asking why, crying or calling the Lord. But you ain't saying shit, admired Marlin. I am the gang, youngin. I know what time it is. I just got one request before you handle your business. I want to look my killer in the eyes. Marlin thought about the unusual request. Buster was a legend in New Orleans, and it was unheard of for somebody to take out a king. I respect that, Buster. It ain't personal. In another life, we'll be cool. But you not that. You can turn around very, very slowly and face me. Marlin kept his gun steady as Buster slowly turned around. Buster looked Marlin dead in the eye, and it was at that point that Marlin connected with Buster. Old school to new school. They understood each other. They understood each other without ever having before met that this was a changing of the guards. Maybe a sign of things to come. The respect was there. That was when Marlin noticed Buster had a pistol. Being quick and trained, Buster aimed at Marlin, who was already aiming at Buster. There was one gunshot, followed by another. Athena was giving her $2.5 million penthouse for a graduation gift from her father. The two-story tower suite was the crown atop the Georgian, a luxury condominium complex on Regal St. Charles Avenue in the middle of the illustrious Garden District. The ultra-luxury penthouse was the best that money could buy and unparalleled in New Orleans. It was early Sunday morning, and her maid and chef had the day off, so Athena was lounging around in her silk Armani Prise robe. She had taken a hot bath and was currently watching the news. The mayor had just given a speech on account of the Apollo Robinson arrest. Must keep these violent criminals off the street, she laughed to herself. Even though she had been up most of the night, she couldn't sleep. She was tired but running off the adrenaline of her working plan. The switch had gone off without error, and now Ares was in jail. She reached for her Coach Legacy iPad clutch and pulled up her email program. Athena shot an email to the family attorney, Cynthia, to set up a meeting for later in the week. The king had contacts and influence all over the city, and this included the district attorney's office. She had to ensure that the district attorney didn't seek the death penalty in the Apollo Robinson case. She did have an oath to keep. In addition to that, making Ares suffer for the rest of his natural life was worth more than should. He was officially out of her hair. She giggled to herself as she sent the email. Athena ended up checking her messages and noticed she had gotten those from Caleb. From Caleb McNair, Dr. C. McNair at McNairPsychology.com. Subject, last night. Date, June 26, 6:58. To Athena King. Athena.King at KingEnterprises.com. Athena, I'm sorry I had to leave the party early last night. I desperately wanted to speak with you. I pray this is not too forward, but I think you are an amazing woman. And last night when we embraced for these few moments, you made me feel amazing. I want a chance to return the favor if you would allow me to take you out tomorrow night. Honestly, Athena, you have been on my mind constantly since the day we met. And I feel like I must get to know you better. I find you interesting, intriguing, and beautiful. I can't wait to see you. I pray you accept my invitation. My number is below. I'll be awaiting your call. Caleb, 504 555 7619. Athena smiled. She was smitten with Caleb, and with so much going on the night before, she had forgotten all about him. She needed to get Marlon out of her system, and Caleb was a perfect distraction. She picked up the phone to call him. Caleb was better suited for her. He was a handsome doctor, more around her age, and since everything else in her life was coming together, she felt her love life should too. Picking up her phone, she realized it was dead, and so she got up to place it on the charger when a news story caught her attention. A gas line explosion in the uptown area is raging, the reporter said. An apartment complex in the 3700 block of Broadway is currently burning. Early reports say that this may be the result of a faulty natural gas line. New Orleans Fire Department firefighters are bravely battling the blaze. There is no word yet on people stuck in or rescued from the complex. Stay with us for updates on this three alarm fire. Perfect, Athena thought to herself. She would give Vanessa a little bonus. She plugged in her phone and stored Caleb's number, never bothering to think just how he had got her personal email address. Child. And scene. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Brief intermission, honey. How y'all doing? Mhm. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back here down at the corner with your Almond Delights. And this week, we will begin our read of The Kingdom by yours truly, Mr. McShakie. You guys go over to Amazon.com and download your books today or purchase the paperback, whichever one you decide. But go over also to his YouTube channel, McShakie Live, and subscribe. You guys check the description box below for all of the links that you will need to download your book as well as to subscribe to his channel. Also go over to Instagram.com and follow him there. Y'all, we about to start reading. Let's see what it's gonna be about. Get your mugs and sip slow. We over here reading, y'all. And we're back. So yes, we are back for our chapter 17 read of The Kingdom, honey. They carry it on. I hope that Buster didn't get busted. But we'll see. Hopefully they tell us because Buster was anyways, child. Chapter 17, honey, the next day. Sunday was torture for Aries inside the booking area of Orleans Parish Prison. Aries had refused to admit to being Apollo. He had refused to sign any booking paperwork, medical releases, or be fingerprinted under the name Apollo Robinson. For that reason, he was thrown into a dark, old, and dirty holding cell used for belligerent prisoners. He spent all day in the holding cell before he realized that the only way he would get to a phone would be to go through the process. Aries notified one of the booking guards that he was ready to be processed early Monday morning. He then went through the process of being fingerprinted, photographed, and screened by a medical assistant. The whole time Aries conceded to being Apollo. He was visibly upset, and the promise of a phone call was the only thing that kept him from going clean off. All right, Robinson, make it quick, said the desk deputy, handing Aries the phone. Aries quickly dialed Teddy's number. Teddy picked up after a few rings. Hello? Teddy answered, sounding annoyed. It was Monday morning, and Athena was overly excited. For one, she had a dinner date with Caleb later that evening, and two, it was her first day back at King Enterprises. As she rode the elevator up to the top floor, she couldn't help to grin to herself. Everything in her life was going great. She was back in control and could feel the power circulating through her veins. Athena arrived on the 12th floor in her black and white Zara business attire and black Stella McCartney heels, ready to wield her power. She bypassed her old office and walked down the hallway to her father's executive suite, the chief executive's quarters, her new throne. Don, get with Paige and have my files and personal effects transferred to this office, Athena instructed as she passed by Don's desk. Of course, Mrs. King. Miss King, will you be needing anything else? Asked Don. Not yet, but soon I would like a cup of tea. Paige can show you exactly how I like it, Athena said, putting her key into the door and then realizing it was already unlocked. She rushed in to find Apollo sitting at the desk. There there was paperwork everywhere, and he was busy typing at the computer. Good morning, Athena. I woke up early, as you can tell, said Apollo as she closed the door. I see, Apollo, and what exactly are you doing? I'm going over the fiscals for King Enterprises. I handled those last quarter. I assure you they are sound, she said as she placed her briefcase on the table and took a seat on the opposite side of the desk facing him. I actually found several deficiencies. You overlooked an acquisition that could have saved over $2.3 million annually, he said, handing her a file folder. She took it and flipped through it. I wondered since I got here, with an extremely profitable business enterprise, why is the family selling drugs? And as it turns out, the business isn't that profitable. King Enterprises is huge, but basically breaks even. Your lifestyles are supported by your drug money. Apollo was right. King Enterprises was the only front for the real source of the family fortune, the kingdom. But she really didn't want him to concern himself with that. You are right about the acquisition, she said, redirecting the conversation. I'll go ahead and get started with the proposal and send out a letter of intent. Already done, he said, handing her a stack of papers. You forgot? I graduated at the top of my class at NYU's Stern School of Business. Noted, she said as she looked through the papers. She didn't know he was that good. After a few moments, Don walked in with Athena's tea. Mr. King, you have at 8 o'clock with Mr. Gambino. I just got a call that he's on his way up. Do you want me to hold him until your sister leaves, or began Don. Actually, send him in when he arrives. I will be attending that meeting, said Athena, taking the cup from Don. Don looked at Apollo for approval, and he nodded in agreement. Certainly, Don said, and then left the office. Once she left the office, Apollo asked, who is Gambino? One of the leaders of the Italian mafia and the eldest member of the Gambino crime family. Mafia? It means that Ares was in serious talks with the Italians in order for the Don to make a personal visit to New Orleans. So, this is Mafia like the movies Mafia? No, it's much worse. This is Mafia like old money and old ties. The Gambinos go way back to Sicily, said Athena said, and explained how Zeus put a dent on the Italian operation by aligning himself with the Russians. Apollo became nervous. What am I supposed to do? Let me handle this, she said. Apollo nodded nervously. Sir, ma'am, Mr. Gambino and his escorts are here, Don buzzed in on the intercom. Send him in, Athena responded. A moment later in the office came three men. Two brown men in dark-colored suits and shades stood on the opposite side of the shorter, older man. The man in the middle had on an expensive, custom-tailored Gucci suit. He was short with a tan complexion and had an intimidating presence. Athena, followed by Apollo, stood up. Don Gambino, it is good to see you again, Athena said as she accepted a kiss on both her cheeks from the Don. She then offered him a seat, which he took. Apollo nodded toward the Don and then sat back down at the desk. After Athena offered the Don and his escort something to drink, they got down to business. Athena, I didn't expect to see you here today, Don Gambino said in his pronounced old Sicilian Italian accent. My brother just recently gave me control of our family's distribution and sales operation, Athena explained. Aries, is that so? Don Gambino asked, looking at Apollo. It is, sir. Apollo nodded. Hmm, the Don said. You led me to believe that you had stripped Athena off of all of her family authority. On the contrary, Don Gambino, Aries has given me complete control of the kingdom, Athena interjected. So where does that leave us, Aries? You told me that you were ready to sever ties with the Rossamaws and began working with us, said Don Gambino. I have decided to let Athena take care of that sector of our family's business, Apollo replied. Athena, is it my understanding that you are as heavily aligned with the Russians as your father was? Asked the Don. Don Gambino, your understanding is incorrect, Athena replied. So, you want to begin working with us? Don Gambino asked eagerly. No, Athena said. My sole goal is the success of the King family. Athena had contacts in Mexico, namely El Chapo Guzman of the cartel de Sinaloa. Child. She had recently set up a meeting with him directly, and the bright idea of the kingdom selling their own product. How do you hope to achieve that success, Athena? Asked the Don. Respectfully, that's not your concern. But I do not believe that our success is contingent upon the whims of your family, she explained. So I have flown down here for nothing? Aries, this is not amusing. My time is extremely valuable, and I am not one to be toyed with, the Don said sternly. I I don't think you are, Apollo began nervously. Don Gambino, thank you. But my brother has had a change of heart regarding the direction of our family's business. There is no crime in that. We would be happy to reimburse you any expenses you incurred making your way to New Orleans, and I'll throw in something for your time, she offered. That would not be necessary, Athena. There is no amount worth the insult I feel right now, Don Gambino said. Athena shrugged. That was all she could offer. What else did he want? She did not know, and she did not care. But I didn't mean to insult you, Apollo stated nervously. That isn't our intention. But if you feel a certain way about us looking out for our own best interests, then so be it, Athena said nonchalantly. Choose your words carefully, Miss King, Don Gambino warned. No need. There is nothing else to say. I made myself clear, and Ares agrees with me, Athena reiterated. She was not afraid of him. Don Gambino looked at both Apollo and Athena, and then stood up. You two will regret this day. It is not wise to insult someone like me. Your family's success has just been placed in jeopardy, said the Don. Whenever you are ready, Carmine, Athena said, calling the Don by his first name, a total sign of disrespect. Don Gambino made a sound under his breath while he and his two guards left the office. What was that? Apollo asked when they were gone. A frivolous threat, she responded. Athena didn't take it seriously. I really don't think I'm cut out for all of this, said Apollo. Calm down, dear brother. That won't happen again. We are simply cleaning up the mess that Ares left. Besides, I'll take care of everything, she said, trying to comfort Apollo. I feel like I just stepped out of a scene from The Godfather, Apollo said. Athena laughed at him. And here I thought you liked being Ares. I do. I like everything except probably his car, the Lamborghini. It's not my speed. It's an amazing vehicle, but it's too much for me. If that was my only problem, I'd be content. Well, what else do you have on your plate, Athena? I need to purchase this warehouse for King Enterprises. Now that's something I can handle, Apollo said confidently. Apollo, I can take care of it. Why don't you go out and spend some of Ares' money? Have sex with some of his women? You say you don't like his Lambo. Go buy yourself the car of your dreams. Athena, I'm not dead weight. I'm used to working. I can handle some things for you. Besides, it's like getting to know my family by seeing how our business operates. So why not let me do what I'm educated to do? Athena thought for a moment. I guess you can. Great, Apollo said, smiling. Tell me a bit about the warehouse. Athena got up and went to her briefcase. It is adjacent to the port of New Orleans on the street down there. She took out of the briefcase a folder containing information about the warehouse and handed it to Apollo. It has a dock and a crane, and well, it's perfect for our import division. I didn't know we had an import division. What do we import? Cocaine currently, but after speaking with El Chapo Guzman of the cartel de Sinaloa in Mexico, we will be importing everything from heroin to marijuana as well. Oh, he said dryly. So you need to buy this warehouse? Like yesterday, she explained. Can you handle it? Apollo looked at Athena and was about to answer, but before he could, the intercom buzzed. Sir, sorry to interrupt, but Terrence Nicholas is here to see you, said Don. Apollo looked at Athena. This was his first time coming face to face with Teddy, who knew Ares probably better than anyone else. He was nervous. Um, Send him in, Apollo said. Teddy, this is Ares. I don't know what that bitch Athena did, but get with Cynthia and hold up, Teddy interrupted. Who is this? Go right in, Mr. Nichols, came Don's voice in the background. Ares heard the door open. This is Ares. I'm in jail. Funny how you can be in jail when I'm looking at you right now. Whoever this is, stop playing on my fucking phone, Teddy yelled, and then the phone disconnected. Ares pressed the receiver. Hello? Hello? I know that motherfucker ain't just hang up on me, Harry said angrily, tapping the receiver. Okay, Robinson, you made your call. Now it's time to take you to the back, said the desk officer as he signaled an officer to come escort Ares to one of the dormitories. Wait, deputy, can I please make one more call? The last number hung up on me, Ares pleaded. I can't, Apollo. You can make collect calls in the back, said the officer. I'm not Apollo, Ares snapped as he charged over the desk and began punching the deputy. He felt angry and livid at the same time, but the next thing he felt was 10,000 volts of electricity going through his body. Artemis woke up in her luxury presidential penthouse suite at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in Manhattan, New York City. She had spent Sunday night at the exclusive nightclub Marquee. While there, Artemis spent over $150,000 buying out the bar and making it rain. She showed up, out, and off for the paparazzi and cameras and left her mark in commemoration of her first night in the Big Apple. Girl, you made me say nah last night, said Moneybag Yo, coming out the bathroom. He had gotten fully dressed. I try, she replied with a satisfied look on her face. She was still in bed with only the covers over her naked body. Where you going so soon, DeMario? I thought you might want to stay and have a little more fun. I really have no problem doing too much for you. She got up on all fours in the bed. She turned disclaimer. It's gonna be some things going on. Okay, she finna make that thing fun. Okay. I really have no problem doing too much for you. She got up on all fours in the bed. She turned around so her pussy was facing Moneybag Yo. He licked his lips. Moneybag Yo was a special guest at the club that night, and once Artemis saw him, she had to add him to her resume. She spent all that money at the club so she could get noticed by the famous rapper. Moneybag Yo was impressed with Artemis's body more than her money. Yet, the fact that she had her own made him look at her as more than just a groupie. He accepted her invitation for a nightcap, and Artemis left the club Amid the cameras on Moneybag's arm, Artemis wasted no time getting her panties off and putting it on Yo. Something serious. The sex was amazing, but in Yo's eyes, Artemis was nothing more than a jump off. Artemis, I would love to, but I got an interview with Hot 97, and I have to be at the studio before that. My career comes before my pleasure. Hmm, she pouted. Well, can I see you tonight, Poppy? I'm performing at MSG with Jay tonight, informed Yo. Can I come with you? You know what, Artemis? I'll call you, he said. He gave her a kiss and left. Okay, Moneybag Yo, she said, closing the door. Not one to sulk over dick. Artemis got up and got dressed after she took a hot bath. She was in New York with access to nearly $100 million, so she felt like she had to do some shopping. She ordered luxury car service from Johan Limousines of New York with the intent of gracing the high-end shops and boutiques of Fifth Avenue, Soho, and the Meatpacking District. New York, here comes Artemis King, she said aloud as she hurriedly left her suite on her way to the lobby. She didn't notice the strange man sneak into her suite. She was in such a rush to make it to her car that she acted as if she was still in New Orleans, where the Kings are virtually untouchable. She made it to the grand lobby and admired her sheer luxury of the hotel. Her driver had not yet arrived, and she realized she was rushing for nothing. She walked out into the sidewalk and saw the lights and sounds of the big city. A bitch was born for this, she said to herself, and then her phone rang. She assumed it was a car service. My driver is late. Driver? The voice came through the phone. Artemis, darling, this is Mona Scott Young of Monami Productions. Artemis knew exactly who she was. Miss Mona Scott Young was the godmother of all reality shows. She was the executive producer of the Love and Hip Hop franchise. Mona Scott? The Mona Scott? Artemis said, not believing her ears. One and the same, my dear. I was watching E! News this morning and they were hailing you as the new queen on the scene. Seriously? She asked, excited. Darling, the blogs are buzzing. You showed up last night and leaving in the arms of Moneybag Yo didn't hurt either. You are the hottest topic on the entertainment net right now. A partying princess, going hard days after her mega rich father goes comatose. Everyone is asking who you are. You have arrived, Artemis. The cameras love you, darling. Artemis smiled to herself. Well, I am sort of photogenic. More than that, have you ever thought about your own reality show? Not really, she lied. She couldn't stop grinning. Honey, you would love it. The cameras will follow you around, capture your antics for the world to see. It would make you famous. Oh, Mona, I don't know, she pretended. Artemis, we will call it Queen of Kings. It would be magical, and I could produce it for you. Artemis could barely contain herself. Mona, you have got to be kidding me. My own show? Artemis, neither Kim K or Paris Hilton have anything on you. You are a hot, young, fresh face, and the world is addicted to the lives of the filthy rich. You are the new it girl, Mona said. Mona, I have only one question. What's that, darling? What do I sign? She asked, giggling. Mona laughed also. Artemis, we should meet tonight to go over the specifics. I want to record a pilot with you while you're in New York, and we can pitch it to MTV, VH1, Oxygen, Bravo, and BET. It will sell to the highest bidder. I'm staying at the Waldorf in the presidential suite. What is a good time for you? She asked, too excited. Let's say 8ish, Mona said. Perfect, Mona. I'm on my way to do some shopping, but I'll leave a key for you at the front desk. So when you arrive, just come right on up. Perfect, darling. I'll see you around 8. Bye, Mona, she said, hanging up. Her driver had come, but she ran back into the hotel to leave a key for Mona. She could barely contain her excitement. Her dreams were coming true. And scene. So that was chapter 16 and 17, honey, of the kingdom. We see that Artemis, honey, she's living her life. She has her millions. I'm going to drop the link for anyone that wants to come up and discuss the chapters that we just read. If you want to come up, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Hey, RJ Supreme. Hello, everyone that is here. Thank y'all for joining me, honey. But yes, so what do you guys think about how Athena is now handling everything? She jumped right back on in there and she was like, bump that jump. I'm taking over. She told the Gambino dude, Carmine, honey, disrespected him right to his little short face. Told him that, okay, I'm in charge now. Period. I'm like, you better come on and take over. But she doing too much too soon. But I'm mad they didn't tell us about Marley and Buster. Somebody got shot, but we don't know who. We don't know who just yet. Just yet, but yeah. So I just knew Artemis and Moneybag Yo was about to have a whole scene. This is 1 week that we got to read without them carrying on, child, because I thought I was gonna have to give it to my little sexy boys, child. Whew. But anyways, that was a good read this week. While I'm doing my church announcements, if you guys can please drop your chocolate and your sun emojis in the chat. If this is your first time over here, the chocolate and the sun emojis represent the love and light that we all give to one another. And if you are an author and you would like for me to read your book, please email me at almondbrown09@gmail.com. If you would like to bless me with a book or a gift or whatever it is, you can send it to my P.O. boxes on the screen, Almond Brown 09, P.O. Box 1058, Starke, Florida, STARKE 32091. So, we have the book. Well, wait, let me finish this. If you would like to hear this on the playback over on my podcast, you can follow me on my podcast, anchor.fm/almondbrown09. Let me see if I can put it in the chat real quick. Anchor.fm/almondbrown09. So this is my podcast. You can go over and I upload all of the reads onto my podcast. So that way, if you're riding in your car and you would like to just listen to it while you're riding, you can do so. We do be extra. We do be extra. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the podcast, but that's what we do. And also, I think I told you this, Marla. I'm not sure, but you guys know that I am doing the audible read for Miss Marla Morris, who is in the chat. She's another author. I'm reading her book. So I was going to read her book on the reading corner after this one, but we're not, because it's going to be audible. It's going to be the audible version. So we're going to get that up and running once everything is done. You guys will be able to listen to that on the audible first, and then we'll come back and then we'll do the visual. Because y'all know I like to get into the read and be extra with all of this right here. So you guys will be able to get that after the fact, but we want her to get all of her everything that she can get, all of the profit that she can get from selling her book on Audible, as well as the hard copy version, which is available now on Amazon. But all of the links are in the description box for this book that I'm reading, as well as McShakie does have another book. Hey, Pooh Bear. Hey, everybody that's dropping down. But you guys can go and check that out there. Also, while I'm still giving my church announcements, if you guys would like to join the membership, you guys can join the membership, and there will be some behind the scenes footage of me doing my readings, of me doing a read. So I'm not going to give you guys everything, but I'm going to show you the setup and what I have to do to be able to record this book. I'm trying to find a studio to go into so that way I can get rid of having to wait for my neighbors to shut the entire heck up. because they don't stop stomping around. So I'm trying to find a studio to get into so I can just sit there and focus. I can stay there all day long. It's quiet. You know what I'm saying? So I just have to find a studio and how much they're charging for that so I can get in there and get everything done for that. So you guys can join the membership if you would like to see the behind the scenes footage for that. Don't forget on Saturdays we have our let me drop it in the chat. We have our watch parties on our Munchies and Movies watch parties on Twitch. I'm dropping the link for that in the chat as well. I fell asleep last week on the butt. You so silly. But yes, you guys can go to my Twitch every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We watch our movies. This past week we watched The Color Purple. And why did we watch The Color Purple? Because too many of you people have told me that you guys did not see it. And that was very disappointing to me because I feel like that should have been on your roster of movies to watch. I'm sure y'all watched the Titanic. So if you can watch the Titanic, I know you should have been able to watch The Color Purple. So, but if you did not see it, you would have to go to Amazon and purchase it. Rent it. It's $3.99 if you want to see it because I had to delete it off my page because I paid for that and I did not want them to strike my Twitch. So now if we do, I mean on their butt, your neighbors. Oh, you. I was like, okay, girl. Girl, they be 24/7 with noise. I'm talking about. And then earlier today, I was on the phone with somebody and I said, well, let me record because it was so quiet. Nobody was home. No neighbors was home. Nobody went outside doing no lawn work, no nothing. As soon as I sat down and opened up my recorder, my microphone is here, is the thing right here. I sat down to record. The next thing you know, I hear heavy stomping upstairs. Do you know I was so mad? Oh my God, I was pissed. But that's neither here nor there. So I'll probably have to wait until like 12 or 1 o'clock tonight before I can actually record because they're still not asleep. So she say, so wait, you can't watch whatever movie you want. I didn't understand last time you said you. So the movie Karen, so they can still do a copyright strike. She's asking about Twitch doing the watch parties. So with Amazon, Amazon does own Twitch, but I would have to do my Amazon. I would have to do a watch party through Amazon. That means people that do not have Amazon Prime, they won't be able to see the movies. So instead of me having to go through that and seeing who all has Amazon Prime, I was just like, let me just stream the movies through StreamYard, which is a third party streaming service, and I'm not supposed to be doing that. So Karen was a paid movie, and that company put a copyright strike onto my Twitch platform. All of the other movies that we watched were free on Amazon Prime. But Karen was the first one that we paid for, and that was the first movie that got me struck. So I paid for The Color Purple for us to watch The Color Purple. And so, I took it down because I didn't want them to have to do that. Yes, I do have Zoom. Color Purple is required. Viewing legally holds. Okay, girl, Miss Marla, girl, it was a whole bunch of them that did not have that black card. I had to give it to them. I handed them that black card that night. But yes, I do have Zoom, but Zoom will still be a third party streaming service. So, I mean, I don't know. With Zoom, it's not going to be the same with the chat being live like it is. I don't think the chat is the same. If it is, let me know. But I don't know if the chat is the same. I do it on Twitch because of the chat and um, everybody being able to watch the movies or whatnot. So it's not. I'm not trying to go behind no walls and do all of that stuff because it'll be open over there to the public. Other people can follow me on Twitch with the Zoom thing, it'll be the same. I'm just putting a link out for everybody to come over there and watch. So I'm okay with just deleting the video. So it's fine. If we're watching a free movie, I can leave that one up. If it's a paid movie, then I'll take it down. Tell my Google just keep opening up. Girl, I ain't talking to you. What is you doing? With my phone. My Google keep opening back keep opening up. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys. We will be back here next Monday at 9 o'clock p.m. unless something comes up. 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it I don't know yet, but if it does run into the week of Thanksgiving, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do one that Monday because after today, I'll be working 6 days a week. And y'all know I'm normally off on Saturdays, Sundays and Mondays, but I'll be working because of the holidays. I'm going to be gone out of town from that Wednesday through that Sunday. So I have to get all of my clients that I would have had on that Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and possibly Saturday. I have to crunch them into that Saturday. I will probably be opening up that Sunday. I may open up that Sunday before Thanksgiving, Monday and Tuesday. So, yeah. So I may not do it that Monday night. I don't know. It depends on if I work Sunday. I ain't gonna want to do no reading or nothing. I got to get everything ready, get my mind right for this drive up there, get my mind right for these desserts I got to bake, all of that stuff. But I will keep you guys in the loop with that. So with that being said, if no one has anything else to say, I appreciate you guys for joining me over here down at the corner. Honey, we will get back with you guys. Oh, Wednesday. Don't forget Wednesdays, we have our hold on, let me put the banner up. Don't forget Wednesdays, we have our show Around the World with us, featuring myself and Polo the Creator. This week it'll be here on my channel at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Central, and 6:30 p.m. West Coast time. So you guys, please come back and join us. We've been having some wonderful topics and some wonderful shows. Thank you guys for the feedback. If you guys did not see the one from last week on Polo's channel, please go back over there to Polo's channel, Poloda Creator, Polo the Creator. Please go back over to her channel and watch that. And don't forget, you guys, leaving comments under the videos helps us to get our videos pushed out into the algorithm. Liking the video, apparently, or engaging, I'll say, like it or dislike it, whichever one you want to do. It helps the videos to get pushed out into the algorithm. So if you guys can do like I always ask y'all to do, exit out of the video once I finish, refresh, and then leave a comment on under this video, please, and thank you. Please be obedient delights. Okay, please be obedient delights. Hello, TC. Oh, you're going to Vegas Thanksgiving week? I'm going to South Carolina. So if you're in the South Carolina area, somewhere around Columbia, Greenville, Pottersville, all of them areas over there, then holla at your girl. If you want to meet up, I'll meet you. I'll be there Wednesday through Sunday. So let me know if y'all in the area. Now I ain't going too far out the area. I'm just telling you that right now. So if you're in the area of South Carolina, that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you would like to meet me with your mask on, I can see you smiling in your mask. Okay, I told you I can see it in your eyes. So put your mask on. I don't care if you vaccinated. Please put your mask on. If you up there, you want to meet me, we can do so. Okay, but yes, have fun in Vegas, girl. Win something for me. Go and play those the hot links. I think that's what it is. The hot links. If you go and play at the casino, make sure you go zip lining over Fremont Street. That was really fun. Go ATV riding out there in the desert if you want to do that. Go on the high roller. If you ain't never been on the high roller, go on the high roller. Yeah, do I play on the craps table? Do you do live craps, or they have the craps table at the computer? I mean, not the computer, but the little machine. Play that or play Russian roulette, girl. I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying. But no, yes, TT said she get ready for the election. Y'all, please go and look at my community wall. I shared and also let me see if I can go get the video real quick. Hold on. Polo did a interview last night with and thank everybody for sharing the video. I appreciate you guys. Polo did a video last night interviewing a judge. It was a great video, and you guys can go and rewatch that video if you can, and then hold on. Rewatch the video, leave a comment if you can. If you're in the Pennsylvania area, you guys have your voting tomorrow, judges and some other stuff. I don't know. I'm not in Pennsylvania, but if you guys can go watch her, look at her, you can vote for her if you would like to. But please go and look at this is the Judge Lori A. Dumas. She is up for election for the appellate court. She is a sister. So if you can, please go back and rewatch that video. I will also leave the link to her accolades. You guys can go and look and see, about her. And then if you're in the Pennsylvania area, she's going for the Commonwealth Courts of Pennsylvania. So you guys can go and do that. Check her out. Check out the video and do all of that good stuff. You going for a bingo tournament? Girl, they be doing that? Miss Marla. Oh, don't play. I like playing bingo, but I like to play the bingos. I like to play the bingo here on YouTube from the comfort of my own home. But I would like to go to one of those bingo tournaments. All of our peers look. Oh, child, y'all was like, oh, Almond Brian got another question. Oh, she got another question. I said, oh, Lord, let me start asking questions. Let me stop asking questions because y'all don't listen. I am a question person, honey. You probably be like, wait a minute, why you still asking questions? Because I need to get down to the get down. I be wanting to know stuff. I'm a good nosy person. I'm a good nosy person. So you're welcome, TC. I hope she win. If she does win, we will have a celebration over on Polo's channel Wednesday. We'll have a celebration there as well as we'll mention it on my channel for our around the world with us. We'll mention that whether she wins or she loses, whichever one, but we praying that she win. I don't want to just always only put on all the positive stuff out there. If something happens like that, then put it out there. She just try harder next time. But we praying that she does win her election. Hello, Vegas girl. We just praying she loved it. Oh, that's good. Tell her if she ever need to plant me somewhere to ask questions, girl, I'm your girl. Now, if she ever go on another little campaign trail somewhere, and shout out to everybody that may be watching on the podcast. Right now, we're just talking. So the book reading is over. If you would like to exit the podcast right now, you can do so. Thank you so much for listening. But yeah, so tell her if she ever need to plant me somewhere to ask questions in the audience, like they did on what is that show, Miss Virginia? That's a movie on Netflix. If y'all never saw Miss Virginia, go to Netflix and watch Miss Virginia. It's a really, really good movie. But yeah, I'll be a plant. I'll be a plant child. Open bar and bingo. Oh, you plan on going there spending some crazy money, honey. Don't lose all your money, baby. Don't lose all your money. But yeah, so y'all go over there and watch the video. Open bar and bingo. Now that's what I'm talking about. Y'all know what? And like how they do the bingo here on YouTube, the game where they play the bingo. I actually had a Facebook group, a Facebook page or group or whatever you want to call it on there too. We were playing bingo on there. So I wouldn't do it on here, child. These people down here, they be carrying on and things of that nature and be telling and stuff. But and then I know somebody else that does it. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm biting off of them, but I the group's still up actually. I just don't go in it no more. We don't go in it no more. But yeah. That's neither here nor there. We're gonna have our we're gonna have our game night again. We did virtual game night on Tuesday night. So maybe I'll start back doing that. I'm not sure yet. I ain't sure, but y'all make sure y'all check out my premiere tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. It'll show you where we all started at with who's on the line. And that's for some new people. That's for some new people that may have never seen the other side, in the characters that I played with who's on the line. So you said do my own game. It ain't copying. You don't think they ain't gonna be mad at me if I was to do that, will they? I ain't trying to get I don't think I really get in trouble because I would delete the video. I know they do delete the videos. I know that much. Oh, you said do my own game with Polo. Like the bingo? I like the bingo. It would be on the off day that they what they be doing. I wouldn't do it on the same days that they do it. I don't even know if they subscribe to me. I don't know. I'm subscribed to them. It's not copying. Would y'all come on here and play? If I actually did that, because y'all know we did used to do game night, but I stopped doing it. Would y'all come on here and play bingo? $50,000 coverall. If I win, I can make. Ooh, Miss Marla, girl. Okay, TC, good night. Ooh, Miss Marla, girl. What you talking about? Take me with you. South Carolina, what? Girl, let me ride on. Let me go on over here and make this trip to Vegas real quick. $50,000. How much did you have to put in on that, Miss Marla? Y'all let me know if y'all would like to play bingo. Cause like I said, we did our game nights over here, but I had to stop doing that. Do it when they aren't doing it. You know how I feel about gambling, but I'll play. Oh, jeez. Angela, what is that face? Would you play? Would y'all play? Because you need people have to get, I don't know. I would have to come on here and show y'all like what it is. Because I don't know if a lot of y'all know really how bingo is played on here. It's legit. It ain't, it ain't no skimming or nothing like that. Which I know people they like to say that, but it's not. Because when I won, and they'll tell you, because there was some people over there from over here. You know what I'm saying? I won a couple of times. I know I won $150 one time. I won $70 a couple of times. I think I won $50 a couple of times. So I mean, it's real. I got my money. All you got, and it's cash out. It's all cash out, y'all. You ain't playing no PayPal, none of that. It's all cash out. Cause as soon as you win, you get your money right back. It's 15 numbers. You get to choose what number you get. So it might be like you pay $5 for one number, and if the payout is $50. So if your number wins, so let's say you pick 8, and 8 got to spell out bingo, you win your $50. All you do is put in a check that you got your money. That's all it is. So you can watch it on the screen. You're watching it actually on the screen, watching the game play. So each person, you can pick up how many numbers that you want to choose, however many numbers you want to pay for. But make it make sense. I'm just telling you, if the payout is $50, why would you buy? You know what I'm saying? And you pay $5, so it'd be like 7 for 70. It's just so it's like that. $15 for $150 payout. Da da da. That's like one of the bigger games, but it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Yeah, I wish I could show y'all my Facebook group, but that's too personal. So, cause I just, and like she said, it's not copying because I follow 2 people on here that actually do those games. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that. I'll share them on my wall one day, but they delete the videos after they do it, so you won't never see it or whatnot. But you'll play Miss Marla, okay? Well, we'll see what is hitting for next Tuesday. We'll see. I gotta make sure that somebody else not doing their shows on Tuesday first to make sure. Good. Hey, I forgot, how do I share this playlist on my wall? So when you go to the video, you hit, even if you do it on here, it says share and it'll say create a post. So if you create a post, it'll take you to your community wall. Or you can share and copy the link and then go directly to your community wall and you just drop the link on your community wall and it'll pop up. Leave a caption or whatever and then it'll come up. It's enough money for everyone, so it's not copying. You right. Cause all y'all don't even know who the people is that I watch. So it's not like I'm stealing from them or nothing like that. Y'all listen, I just be so honest with I just be so honest with things. Sometimes it's like I don't want to feel like I'm taking from them, but like in all actuality, I'm not, because it was like what, maybe 1 or 2 people from over here that I know that goes over there and watches as well, or that plays with them as well. But like I said, I would not do it on the same day that they would do it, and I think they typically do it on Sundays and like Wednesday afternoons, and sometimes they may do it on a Friday, but no. Angela, stop laughing at me. You know how I am. You know how I am, because that's one thing. No, ma'am. But like you said, it's plenty of people that are doing it on here, and I do follow 2 people that actually do it, and it's pretty successful. So I'll let y'all know. I'm sure they'll come to play with you, but I don't know if they come over here now. I've never seen them here. I've only gone over there, so I don't even know if they're subscribed to me, which is fine if they're not. I'm not tripping off of that. So we'll see. I'll figure out how to get it on screen, and we'll do. You know what? It's still early for me, So I may come back on here and do a trial run. I don't know if I'm just gonna share the link to the members. I don't know. I'm just gonna do a trial run. Oh my gosh. Listen, people, if you see this video, well, I'll do that on that bingo video. But I'm gonna see how to do it on here because the way I did it on my Facebook group, I had a separate tab that I was doing it from. I didn't do it on my computer. I actually did it from a separate tablet. So, oh my gosh, okay. So I'm gonna figure out how to do it on my laptop. That way I can share the screen with you guys and you guys will be able to see it. So I may do a trial run. So y'all give me about 30 to 45 minutes, if that. It may not even be that long. I'm gonna do a trial run and I'm gonna see how that is. Yeah, it is a share screen, but I have to make sure, I have to see if it's something I have to download onto my computer first. Otherwise, yeah. Yeah, it's a share screen on StreamYard, but I have to see if it's an app or something that I have to actually download for the bingo on my computer. Because I don't want to have to hold my phone up for you guys to see it, right? So I'll go here, try to figure out the particulars, and then we'll come back and just play a fun game. It don't have to be for money. I just want to see how it goes on here, and then we'll go from there. And then if we want to, if it's enough people to play, I don't want to wear people out because as we've seen over at the other place, if you don't have enough people to buy the numbers, you can't start the game, right? So all the numbers have to be sold in order for you to start the game because it wouldn't make sense for me to pay you out something that wasn't paid in, right? So if we get enough people to come over and play or pick numbers or whatever it is, whatever have you, then we'll do that, you know. And if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. We'll go back to playing our other game as well that we were playing. So, okay, you guys, give me about 30 to 45 minutes. Let me figure this thing out. Then I'll come back for a hot second. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer because I have to get my mouth, my voice, and everything else right for when I start my read, because I do have to record something tonight. Lord Jesus, please let her stay in the bed. Let her stay in the bed, girl. Let the children go to sleep, child. Do Jesus. Okay. But I'll talk to y'all later. Come back here in about an hour, well, not hour, 30, 45 minutes, and I'll have the game up and running. Okay. You did it? Yeah. Shout out to Jada for her community wall. Y'all make sure y'all go over and watch and subscribe to Jada. She's gonna get back on the ball with her commentary or whatnot. So like I always tell y'all, now come back now, you hear? But as I always tell y'all, and shout out to the members, Angela, I think Angela was the only member I saw in here tonight, was it? I don't know. I think so, but oh, hey Pooh Bear, that's on my quiet stand, baby. Shout out to the members. Leslie was here. Shout out to Leslie. I just want to give y'all love. Okay, I think that's all I can scroll up and see. So if I missed you, then forgive me. But I'll be back and I'll talk to you guys in a second. So I love you guys. Like I always tell you, smile at somebody, it'll change their day. She said, I'm an honorary member. Shout out to Polo, the honorary member, but it ain't number $4.99, so she can really go in, purchase the membership. I mean, you're here. But no, thank y'all anyways. Thank you to all of the Almond Delights for joining us down here at the corner this week. We'll be back in a few for our test bingo live. I love you guys. Just smile at somebody. It'll change their day. It may even change your day, honey. Even with a mask on, they can still see it in your eyes. I love you guys with the love of God. And there is what, honey? Nothing you can do about it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Thank you all for joining another episode of Almond Delights Reading Corner. I pray that you enjoyed yourself and you're relaxing your mind, in your body, and in your spirit. Come back and join us again next week as we continue our reading. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Be blessed and enjoy your evening.